something important.
That's
Tomorrow, Tuesday, November 6th, is Election Day. Is everyone going to vote tomorrow?
Yes. Don't just say it. Don't just applaud. Yes.
Okay. Well, someone trying to do her part is the woman I paid tribute to last week on Halloween, Miss Oprah Winfrey. Oprah has been in Georgia campaigning for Stacey Abrams, who is running for governor. And if elected, Miss Abrams will be the first ever female black governor. Now, y'all,
Cool.
Oprah was literally canvassing door to door. Imagine Oprah showing up at your door.
Can't
Oprah
even.
also made an impression. Look at her.
Love
Look
it.
at her. She just,
I would
people
die.
just and she also made an impassioned speech to a Georgia crowd about the importance of voter turnout tomorrow. Check it out.
And for anybody here who has an ancestor who didn't have the right to vote, and you are choosing not to vote wherever you are in this state, in this country, you are dishonoring your family.
Preach. Straight up.
She's awesome. Awesome.
People dying.
That is the truth.
For our right to vote. People on the lines right now are dying for our right to vote. I want to hear what some of you had to say about why voting is important to you. And at OSNAP, it's Zalimar says it's important because it's a chance for everyone to use their voices and make a change.
Yes.
I love what this person said. At Pinch Glow, it's important because without your vote, this country will never grow. It'll continue to go backwards. A lot of people died so you could have a say. So stop letting other folks keep you in the past.
Yes.
Wow. And you know, Oprah didn't have to. She got money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She well taken care of. She didn't have to lend her voice.
It shows how impassioned she is about it. And even just looking at this table here, you guys, it wasn't until 1920 that we reserved the right to vote.
Yeah.
So if you women out there aren't making that change, you're defeating the purpose of all those people that fought before us, you know? And I really, really want to give a special message to all my millennials out there, all my little brothers and sisters. You guys have no idea how much impact you have to change our culture. And I know, like yesterday I went out to breakfast with some of my younger cousins, and I asked them if they were all going to vote, and they were like, honestly, I'm not really into politics. And this is just being real. I want them to be real, you know? Here's the thing. If you two think that you're not into politics, you have to understand that they run your life.
Yes.
At this time right now live, you probably just got up in your apartment, right? You probably brushed your teeth. You probably grabbed your cell phone, which you bought with your paycheck. You probably got in your car, maybe got some gas, probably headed to your job, hollered at your home slice, Bob, right? In that time right there, everything you just did was influenced by politics.
Yes.
The apartment that you pay for, the running water that you pay for, your paycheck that you get, your gas prices, and also probably the coworker that might be getting paid more than you for doing the same job. So I'm just saying, you have the power to change that. If you're saying you're okay with all of that and what's going on today, then seriously don't sleep on voting. Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, and I think a lot of the times people don't vote because they think, okay, my vote isn't going to matter. But sometimes they're just confused. They don't know who to vote for because there's so many options. You can actually go to your state's website, and they will tell you everybody who's on the ballot and their initiatives. So make sure you study and do your research. It may only take like 30 minutes of your day, but that is nothing if you don't vote, and then it's going to affect your entire future. So make sure you study, and like Jeannie said, just get out there and vote.
But you know, also too, it's important to note that a lot of people feel like, oh, well, you know, my candidate looks like they're winning. Please don't believe the polls. We know what happened last time. Don't fall for that.
Never would have thought that would have happened.
Go vote anyway. Even if you think, you know, your candidate is in the win, you double it, okay?
That's right.
Secure the bag.
Don't fall for that. Exactly.
Secure the bag. I love it. I got to be a part of the Alma Awards yesterday that were hosted by Wilmer Valderrama, and I love what some of my Latina women are doing out there, getting other Latinos to vote. With America Ferrera, Eva Longoria, Rosario Dawson, Gina Rodriguez, Zoe Saldana. They are encouraging us to vote. They were actually out in Kissimmee, Florida yesterday, getting people to make sure that they were getting out there to vote. So it's so important, vote, vote,
A lot of people are doing it. And I also want to mention, I want to give a shout out also to Will Ferrell. He's out there stumping, you know, go door to door as
Love
well
it.
as Oprah.
Tracee
and,
Ellis Ross.
Tracee
And
Ellis, a lot of people.
Oprah said she hadn't endorsed anybody in 10 years.
No, she had.
So you
since
know,
Barack Obama.
Yes, it's really for her to go out there and literally knock on everyone's door.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
She should have had some money though. She come to my door. Anyway, I also want to mention a great event I'm going to be a part of tonight. When We All Vote is hosting a telethon for America at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. That will be streamed on MTV, Comedy Central, and BET.
That's so great.
The goal is to get as many Americans as possible to the polls tomorrow. Instead of having people call in to pledge money, they'll be asking people to pledge to vote. It's going to be a star-studded event. You know, Amy Schumer, Bill Bellamy, a lot of my people. They're so passionate about getting people to vote. So make sure to tune in. Also, for more information on voting and to locate your polling place, head to vote411.org.
I love that.
Yeah.
Let's do it, guys. Well, the election was a front and center issue on Saturday Night Live this weekend, but a lot of viewers were really watching to see if Pete Davidson would say anything about his breakup with Ariana Grande. Last week, Ariana, in a since-deleted tweet, called out Pete for making a joke about their breakup in an SNL promo, saying, quote, "For someone who claims to hate relevancy, you sure love clinging to it, huh?" Wow.
Ow.
Ariana then announced she was dropping her new single called Thank You Next, 30 minutes before Pete was set to go live on SNL. Well, Pete did bring up Ariana on Weekend Update, choosing to take the high road, saying, quote, "Sometimes things just don't work out, and that's okay. She's a wonderful, strong person, and I genuinely wish her all the happiness in the world."
Well
that
said.
was great.
Well
That was
said.
great. What do you guys think about this? I feel like this is what he does for a living,
Yeah.
though. Like, he cracks jokes.
Yes.
I see why maybe this didn't work out, because maybe you don't get that there was a joke in there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not being funny. Like, I think that you have to get someone's sense of humor. You have to get what they do for a living. I would have watched that and been like,
And he was
Okay.
making fun of himself. He
Well,
didn't
sure.
say anything bad about her.
No.
And like you said, that is his shtick.
Yeah.
He's very self-deprecating
Yeah.
when he does his comedy.
And you
So I
guys,
don't know.
I hear what you guys are saying, but I think I have a very good sense of humor. I can go pretty, out there with my humor, but
you don't mind making fun of yourself.
absolutely
at all.
not.
He's totally cool.
Or another person if they deserve it. Absolutely. However, everybody handles breakups differently, and between most couples, especially if they're public, there may be an agreement of some sort to remain amicable and respectful, right? So if that is broken in some way without the other person condoning it, dude, don't come crying when you get a clap back. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that was not amicable or respectful? I think it's important to say what he said.
I think her response showed that she didn't approve of that.
Well, she had a song ready.
Up, yeah.
But that song came after.
But maybe he
He
found
recorded
out.
that song real fast.
Yeah, but maybe it got
G.
around. Maybe it got around because it's a very small circle. He
Sure.
probably found out. Wait a minute, we allegedly weren't supposed to talk about this, and you put it in a song. Oh well, now I'm going to say something on SNL. So we truly don't know what happened.
I think my thing about it is this shows why you need to date a person and not rush into an engagement.
Yeah.
Because
But
they
then you
don't
don't
know
know
each other for like 30 days, and then all of a sudden, here they are, they about to get married, and I'm like, ooh, this ain't going. And I know Pete. I've worked with Pete, and he's an alternative comic, very dark. He's done a lot of jokes that are now creating backlash. As a matter of fact, he had one where he mocked a congressional candidate, Dan Crenshaw, who has lost an eye. He served our country. It's some things you just don't joke about.
Yeah.
Got it. But
Okay?
again, you were engaged to this man.
Right, but what my point is, I think it was too soon for them to be engaged. You only knew the dude for 30 days.
Which is why she's getting her feelings hurt, because she doesn't know his comedy. I bet you she doesn't even know that one joke. My thing is, like, I want to go back to what Jeannie was saying. Even if you said you weren't going to say something, right?
Yeah.
We all sit up here. This is our lives to have discussions. That's like saying I said to my ex, I will never speak about this ever again. And then we talk about romances. What I'm going to do, sit up here and be Silent Sam? I have the right to share my truth and share my story. I think
Absolutely.
everybody does. And in this sense, he has the right to, make a little joke. I think it's important to say what he said.
Yeah.
What he said was, they were sitting, and it was a musical guest that they had next to them, and he turned to her and said, "Hey, I just met you 5 minutes ago. Would you like to get married?" Something to that effect.
Yeah.
But
Right.
see, okay,
See,
but
y'all are already
Then he said,
laughing.
"You're
Oh,
looking for
it's funny
three,
for
I
sure. That was
think.
it.
Well, then he said, ooh, 0 for 3.
Then she said no, and he said, ooh, 0 for 3, which means he loses.
Yeah.
Right.
Meaning no one's marrying him.
Him.
Right.
So it was about him.
I laughed. I
You
thought
think
the
that was
joke was funny.
disrespectful?
No.
I didn't either.
No.
But I think
But I think again, people, whatever they agreed upon, that's the part that
Right.
that vow between you guys or that word. When you break that, that's when
but
you know.
I
Even
get
if
that.
the other person would prefer not to be spoken about, would you still speak about them? I feel like we have a platform. This is what we do.
And she said something. It's not like she didn't say anything. She
Right.
has a song out there that says, thank you, next. Right? She actually, she does, and she actually mentions
feels
his
worse
name.
to me.
Right.
That
I know,
does to me.
That was like, woo.
I look at the order of how it happened, and I know that everything happens differently. You never know.
Yeah.
But just for me personally, like, I'm gonna be respectful wherever I can be, but I'm always gonna speak my truth. So I'm
Yeah.
with you. I'm always gonna tell you.
So you
guys
would
what
never
I've
tell
been
somebody
through
you're not
to keep
gonna-
it real with what's going on
Yeah.
in my life.
Always.
But that's
And you have,
me
yeah.
to you.
I
You know
think
what
they
I mean?
just both use their arts for, and it's just outspokenness, but I think it was too soon. They didn't know each other. I'm glad they're able to come back and step in, and not get
I
into
love the
something
one line
deeper.
in the song she says. She says that even if none of this works out, the song was a smash.
Exactly. Exactly. That's it.
I'm here for it.
Ooh!
So check it out. All week long, our Dalla Holla Back is hollering at our real fam in Orlando. So today we shouted Islande Thompson at _EatsDora. Yo, she's on the line right now. What's up, Islande?
Hey!
You got the memo.
Islande, what do you do out there in Orlando?
I am a college student studying English education.
Awesome!
It's
cool.
Londe. Because you got in touch with us, we're going to give you $1,000. Okay. And now, Islande, $1,000, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
What you going to do with this money, girl?
I'm going to pay for my certification.
Oh, wait,
You're going to pay for your certification in
Certification.
what?
In English education, I'm certified to be a teacher.
Oh,
wow.
that's going to be awesome.
We need more teachers. Look, why you got that ketchup behind you? You
Okay, hold up. I have a question. Do you put the ketchup in the fridge or do you leave it out?
She
I
leaves
leave
it
it
out.
out.
Yeah, but I think once you open it, you're supposed to refrigerate it. But girl, you got $1,000. You can buy more of those bottles. Who cares? I do want to ask this though. How did you find out that you won? Because I always wonder how the word gets to the person that calls.
So many people were tagging me everywhere on Instagram, and I started freaking out. My stepmom called me. I'm so excited.
You might want to
real
give her a
fans?
shout out.
So
Yes.
sweet.
Congratulations, girl. Congratulations, Islande. Are we saying your name right, Islande?
Yes, Islande.
Beautiful name.
Beautiful
Congratulations. Shout out to the real fam that made sure you got this money.